All right, well, we're live, and we've got some breaking news. Max Scherzer has been traded to the Texas Rangers in exchange for a top 50 prospect. I'll give my full-on thoughts, obviously, throughout this stream and everything. For those of you coming in here and watching for the first time, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you have not already. Jesus Christ, I look like shit, don't I? But whatever. Max Scherzer has been traded. The Mets look to be waving the white flag. You know what? I'm okay with it. Hit the intro. All right. So for those of you in here, hit the like button if you have not already. Subscribe. This is going to be a crazy week because we've got the trade deadline obviously coming up, and we just got the big trade right here. This will probably obviously be our biggest transaction so far. And, we'll obviously do some stuff breaking down the returns that they got a little bit deeper towards the end of the week once the whole trade deadline is done. I doubt that there's going to be a podcast this week because there's a little too much going on and a little too many things are going to be flipping around for that to happen. So we're probably going to be going live a lot. But other than that, let's just get into it. So the Mets have acquired number 3 prospect in the Rangers system, Luis Angel Acuna. Now, that last name may sound a little bit familiar, and that is because he is the little brother of Ronald Acuna Jr., the star for the Atlanta Braves. Yeah, those Atlanta Braves. Now, the Mets are also going to be covering $22.5 million of his contract. Do I think the Mets will come back tonight? Don't really care, to be honest. They've pretty much shown that they don't give a shit, and neither should I at this point. But I have my opinions on this one. It would have been nice to get 2 pieces back on this, but you know what? You take what you can really get. He's 39 years old, just turned 39. Happy birthday. Happy belated birthday to Max Scherzer. You've been traded to Texas now. But overall, I think it's a good trade. I don't like the player. I'm not a big fan of him. But you know what? Overall, as a younger second baseman option, maybe he could be down the line. I only really see this as a potential 9-hitter in the lineup of somebody who can actually, kind of limited power. But you know what? I'm not even going to judge because, yes, I was a little bit upset with the return that they had with David Robertson. I did not like the return whatsoever. I did not like that they were both 18-year-olds. They have not played anywhere past the complex league or whatever it is, the lowest, the developmental league or whatever. And I did not like the power ceiling. I did not like just the overall frame of these guys, an infielder and a catcher, just nothing. But Luis Angel Acuna, it looks like he is around hovering that top 50 prospect in all of Major League Baseball. Now, is it possible that we could use him as a possible ammo chip with a lot of the infielders that we drafted and a lot of different guys that we have, a lot of infield depth that we have, a lot of, most of the kind? Is it possible that maybe he does get traded for somebody else during the offseason? Maybe. We don't know. But this definitely deepens the farm and it makes it look a little bit better. Again, like I said, not really big on it, but this is what I am big on. Getting rid of Max Scherzer. Now, for those of you who have watched our podcast and have watched us throughout the year, I have been annoyed with Max Scherzer. Dare I say, for a long time. Just to name a few reasons as to why this guy has just been a complete headache ever since that he's come to New York. All this guy has done is whine and bitch and moan about something else, whether it is the injuries or whatever, which, if you're not healthy, don't pitch. Bitching about the pitch clock, bitching about the sticky stuff, getting suspended when we need you. And then obviously choking in every single game that we've needed you to perform. Now, listen, I understand that, maybe I'm questioning a future I'm questioning a future Hall of Famer. He's had a fantastic career, but that doesn't matter to me. That really doesn't matter to me. He came here, was paid $43 million to perform. He did not perform. I don't care what he did in the regular season. Last year, he did not show up when we needed him to. And it's a failure. End of story. And that's all I can really say. And from what we heard from last night of him, I don't know, possibly being upset, with us trading away David Robertson, which they had to trade him away. I mean, it was a expiring free agent. The team is going nowhere. They had to trade him away. Didn't like the return, obviously, like I said. But, it obviously these talks have been going on for a few days. It's not like it just was set off by Max being upset last night. But no, I've had enough of Max Scherzer. I really have. For the Mad Max, big competitor that he is, I just, I don't know. I don't care. He had a 3. Dude, here's the thing. He didn't perform when we needed him to. That's what you pay him $43 million for. I don't care what he did in the regular season. That's what you pay $43 million to. And he didn't get it done. Every time when we needed him to step up and be Max Scherzer, he hasn't been that. And if we're going to talk about him just being a shell of the player, you don't sign him in the first place. End of story. I mean, statistically, fine. He was, good. But he wasn't there when we needed him to be. We were trying to win a championship. I was not trying to get Max Scherzer with a sub-2 ERA. That was not my goal with him. That was not my goal. The goal was to win a World Series. Did they do that? Exactly. That's the thing. That's the only thing. Canna or Pham, who will be moved? I think Pham has the most intriguing part to him. Obviously, him having a better season than Canna, a little bit more power than Canna. Canna has a little bit more flexibility. But I think that it all depends on what the market is going to be for outfielders on the trade deadline. Now, we saw a few dominoes fall. Kike Hernandez, he can play, infield and outfield. He already went to the Dodgers. The Dodgers were a possibility for Mark Canha. We'll see what happens. Pham, Canha, and Marte should be shipped next. I don't see Marte getting moved just because of the contract. That might be something that they would have to probably address in the offseason. But to be honest, I didn't really see Scherzer getting moved, and this just happened. So it basically just developed in this process of like 5 hours. So, excuse me. Look at Luis Angel's stats and trip. Yeah, I'm aware of the batting average. I'm aware. He's solid. He is solid, but I'm not big on it. I'm not really. Why do you not like the prospect? I don't hate him. I just don't think he's that fantastic. Vienta should be delegated to DH only. Absolutely. No, he should not be playing. He should not be in the field. I saw. Didn't he screw up like one of the first plays of the game today? I wasn't really watching, to be honest. The team is so completely out of it right now that I literally can just get all my conclusions from the box score at the end of the game at this point. The rumors were JV to Texas, not Max. I was surprised. Yeah, I also saw some stuff about Justin Verlander and Houston, which Houston doesn't have the best farm system, and I probably wouldn't have wanted to go after that. But you know what? Anything to get these contracts out of here. I don't think that they're throwing away 2024 at all, obviously, because they're keeping their core pieces. And they're obviously going to throw some money on a few starting pitchers. I don't know who that's going to be. Um, does Rayleigh get traded? I hope so. I do hope they do move him. I love Rayleigh. I mean, coming into this year, we've said this on the podcast before the season even started. This guy was the best lefty reliever in baseball. I mean, at least in my opinion, one of the best. He's great, but he's 35 years old, and he has a team option that holds a lot of value. And the team just got to get younger. I hope that's a deal. That's something that they can do. I mean, the year of control gives you a lot of value. I mean, you saw Escobar. I mean, this is a different position, but Escobar obviously had that team option that gave him a lot of value. It gave us 2 pitching prospects. Imagine if Escobar was actually having a good season. I probably could have got something even better back for that with the year of control. So, we'll see what happens. I think that Rayleigh is more likely to get moved as compared to Ottavino, even though both of them have been talked about. There's a lot of guys on here that I would move. And yeah. Do you think we could get any major league players with a Canna deal or FAM deal? I don't think that's what they're looking at, to be honest. But I don't know. It's possible that the oldest that you see is an upper level like outfield piece or something like that. I mean, we had controllable out pieces that one of my co-hosts Andrew did a video on that a few days ago of some guys that could be moved in return. But with Scherzer and Robertson off the market now, those are 2 of your asset pieces that you just didn't get anything back for. As besides that, should Drew Smith be our closer for the rest of the season? Drew Smith should be phantom IL'd. That dude is fucking terrible. But it will either be Rayleigh or I think Ottavino is probably going to be their closer for the rest of the season. If you get a major leaguer for washed Syndergaard, there's got to be a market for. True, that's a good point. Good point. But the major leaguer was Ahmed Rosario. This time at least right now. So is it really a major leaguer at this point? One of the worst hitters in all of baseball this year? Could Pham and JD get traded to Houston for Clifford? I don't know. Clifford. I saw that name earlier today about him possibly getting moved. I don't know. I really wouldn't trade with Houston. I don't really think anybody in their farm system really intrigues me, to be honest. I'm not really a big fan of anybody in their farm system. We should give Drew. I mean, listen, if they want to tank for like a draft pick, Drew Smith at the closer role, that's probably the way to go. I'm not gonna lie. That dude is fucking terrible. Acuna is batting 9th projected. That's literally where the contact hitters go. It's either they're leading off or they're batting 9th. All right, so we just got a report from Max Scherzer. Jesus Christ. Jeff Passan just tweeted out that Max Scherzer has exercised his player option for the 2024 season, and he will be a Texas Ranger throughout the rest of his contract. So him and DeGrom might pitch back to back at one point. Jesus Christ. Yeah, Max Scherzer was the one reporting that. Jesus. Would love to see the Reds package fam Rayleigh and a lower level prospect for India, and maybe a pitching prospect from the Reds. India's dad is a diehard Mets fan. Bam is loved by the Reds front office. Yeah, we'll see. There's still some pieces that I think the Mets do need to move. Obviously, if it's okay. If they get Jonathan India, then McNeil's probably gone. No. So McNeil going to left field, I don't see that possibly happening. Go you see Jet get moved in a big trade? I'm not that big on Jet Williams, so maybe. Hopefully. I'm not big on really any of the guys that Epler really brings in, to be honest. A guy I'm looking at next year in the draft is Bryce Rayner, a pitcher and a shortstop. We did get a two-way player. We did get a two-way player in the draft this year, Nolan McLean. Big power bat. Some control issues on the mound. He's an outfielder. I did like that pick. I'm pretty sure they got him for the good slot money. So Mets are retiring Cologne on. Yeah, I saw that. Rayner probably will play shortstop, but he can DH kid as well. Listen, as long as they got power wins. Rayleigh and Jet for India. Again, India is just another one that I'm like, Like, yeah, it's an upgrade from Jeff McNeil in my opinion, but it's more of a lateral move than anything. But I would probably just rather have Mauricio at second base to try that out over making that trade. That's just me. But I tag you on Twitter. Oh, Tyler McGill. Oh, look at him. Look at Tyler McGill, folks. Is he coming back? What's the deal? Is he back in action? Yeah. They ruined that son of a bitch. He's done. I don't know. We'll see. I saw someone said that the mock trade with Beatty or an Arenado. I don't think the Mets do not want to give up on Beatty yet. Even though I've been extremely frustrated with Beatty all season. Ron Duffney, what's going on, man? I'd be in the heartbeat for Arenado. Yeah, I probably would, but I think they just want to get this team a lot younger. I mean, Arenado, he's great, but he's 32 years old. So it's like, how long are you going to be getting him for that? I love Arenado, but I don't think they want to do that. Do you think the Mets will add to the rotation now that Scherzer is gone? In the off season, I think they do. I've already said this. I've already said this on the podcast this week. For the rest of the season, after this trade deadline is done, because I still want them to move Carrasco or just get rid of Carrasco at the end of the day. At this point, they should have just traded him in this offseason. Quintana, I would love for them to move Um, I would love for them to move Quintana as well. I just want this rotation to literally just be Senga at the top at this point and just a bunch of AAA guys for the rest of the season. I want the worst rotation possible. Like that's literally just open the floodgate. This is going to be a brutal month of yeah. I'm literally just here to see if we bring up, Ronnie Mauricio, the return of McGill. Why can't we have our Verlander, Senga, that I don't know. I still think there's a possibility that Verlander gets dealt as well. But we'll see. Because like Verlander's pitching tomorrow. So he has one more start until the trade deadline. I'm good with this trade. Listen, I'm not big on the return, but what I'm big on is getting rid of Max Scherzer. The Mets ruined McGill. Amen, brother. Amen. Get rid of any and all the dead weight. Whew, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? Speaking of dead weight, Daniel Vogelbach, what's with him? He has not been in any trade talks. Is it almost like he's not valuable to anyone? That's crazy. We never even saw Keenum. Cookie should be traded. Who do you want traded? I want them to move Canna. I want them to move Pham. Carrasco, Quintana. I want them to move Verlander. I need them to blow this thing up. Like all these contracts that they have down here, get something back for them. Cookie will probably just get DFA'd. I don't know why. I don't even know what he's still doing here, to be honest. Verlander is breaking out. No, he's pitched fine. It's just the thing is that you don't know how long that's going to last. The team is going nowhere, right? And he's 40 years old, right? So what are you going to, how long are you going to hold on to it? You got to trade him at the highest value. Like if he pitches a gem, you got to shop him at the deadline, in my opinion. Carrasco's still pitching as we speak. Of course he is. What's the deal with this? What's the deal with the score here? I saw Vientos brought something in. Somebody catch me up on what's going on with the game. I haven't really been paying attention because this team has just been so unwatchable. Vientos got a double. Not bad. Okay. I don't know why Danny Mendick is even playing. Okay, it's 5-1. I still feel if we sold Canna and Pham, we'd still have a competitor. To be honest, I'm gonna be like completely honest with you guys, and this is not even. I'm not even joking here. There is some players who have the play style. He just gave up another run. Carrasco is awful. He's actually awful. Oh my god. All right. So I'm not even joking with you guys when I say this. First of all, like the stream. I'm not joking when I say that as well. I'm not even joking. There's pieces in AAA that could probably help the Mets win better than a lot of these guys in the MLB. Not gonna lie. Like how we all forget about when Diaz is returning. And that's another thing. It's like you have Diaz here for the next 4 years. So why would you get upset about us moving Robertson? Like he's not going to be here long term, Nimmo, Lindor, Alonso Alvarez, Mauricio Beatty. Yeah, I mean that's the thing. It is still a good lineup. And I'm not gonna lie, guys. There is one guy in AAA right now who has been ridiculous and has had insane batted ball data all year. Abraham Almonte. Y'all remember him? Parada's better than half of the guys on this roster. Yeah, Parada can be legit. Robertson is 35. He's 38. Yeah. Would rather see Arauz at second. September call-ups may save us. Yeah, I mean, I think it might be a little too late once it's September, but no, I don't see this team going anywhere this year. I just don't. Almonte, yeah, Almonte. Getting a lot of nukes out there. Was that a free agent site? Yeah. Minor league free agents. Yeah, Voit could also help us as well. Like, that's the thing. Like, I mean, obviously it's AAA pitching that they're going up against, but you know, I'm more of a batted ball data type of guy, and from what I see in AAA, these guys would probably have a little bit more value to this lineup than a lot of some of the guys here. I would have called up. I really would have. Well, Alonso was slumping. I would have put Alonso on the IL and called up Voit to see if you could get something for him at the trade deadline too, but they didn't do that. They kept Alonso out there. But Alonso's back now, so you know what? I'm glad that he got it all figured out. He looks good. Maybe next year, yes, he can mash. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I don't think Voit will be here next year, so. Marte also, yeah, we talked about that on the podcast last week about his contract and the whole situation with him. Kind of sucks, man. It really does suck because I do like Marte as a player. I've always liked him as a player, but there's always that concern of the way that this guy plays. He's sacrificing his body out there. They needed to rest Alonso. Yeah, they needed to put him out there. But could Parada make it to AAA next year? You probably could see Parada at September call-ups next year, but I doubt it, obviously, because the Mets, they love to ride this all out with the service time bullshit. But no, Parada's legit. I don't think he's going to be a catcher, a good catcher at least. Marte is awesome because he's not one-dimensional like Vogel ass, Vogel fat, whatever you want to call him. Yeah. No, Parada's legit. I like him. One of the few prospects I do like. Too many lack of power, shall we say, in our farm system that I'm not a big fan of. Would you rather the Mets getting Josh Bell for a DH instead of Vogelbach by trading? I would rather the Mets. I don't know, to be honest. I don't know what I would do with the DH position. I think you got to give it to Vientos for the rest of the year, obviously, and see what he does. See what he will able to do with consistent playing time, because he still has not gotten consistent playing time. My friend Coach Parada at Georgia Tech and said he's capable of quarter aspect. Yeah, he's a good athlete. That's the thing. I've seen him live a few times. He's pretty good. I like Parada. He's pretty solid. The power has looked to pick up recently for him, so that's good. The Mets are so bad at the DH, they should just let the pitchers hit. I mean, I feel like if you guys ever if you've seen the Mets, Garrett is now pitching in the top of the third. Jesus Christ. Barrel of pine tar for Carrasco. Second and third from Carrasco. Nice. Yeah, he's a fucking mess. Nice. Billy Epler equals incompetent. Yeah, we've known this for a while. Home run hitters. I like your name, man. We love nukes. I'm from Vegas and hit with... I like the trade. Acuna will be good. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm not... Again... There was another Rangers prospect that I would have been a lot happier with. But whatever. I never get what I want. It's unfair. Porter. I mean, I would have liked Brock Porter, but Sebastian Wolcott was the guy that I wanted to get. Ridiculous power ceiling. Very young, but batted ball data is nice for him. But also Cam feels he won't feel, but you never know. I mean, Scherzer said he has another year here. What happened to him? So Carrasco is totally best and should not be. Yeah. Could we see Aram get traded next deadline if he struggles? I mean, here's the thing. He's eligible for Rule 5 at the end of this year, I believe. So the Mets do have some hefty decisions to go on with Aram. I love Aram. I think that dude is going to be a freaking star, but he's having a really tough year in Brooklyn. But he has such a huge ceiling to reach. So I mean, that's the thing. Fam's getting traded. It's either one of it's either I think one of it's either one of Canna or Fam get traded or both of them get traded. I don't see both of them surviving the trade deadline. I watch the Cyclones. He's all right. Yeah, he hasn't had a good year, Aram, but the ceiling is so good. I mean, let's be real for a second. Aram is 6'3". He's 170 pounds, right? He still has to fill into that frame. The power ceiling is a grade 70 for this kid. Who was the prospect that you said you wanted in this trade? Sebastian Wolcott. Kid's a beast. Yeah, I'm hoping Stearns comes in here, but is he going to fill as Mauricio did? Not. Almost. I'd say almost. I mean, I hope so. Like I do hope so. What do I think of Cesar Hernandez? Pain in the ass switch hitter that the Mets have had played against for a while. Nothing about him. Ronnie was skinny. He grew into his body. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like Ronnie was like 20 when he was like very skinny. And now he's 22. If Mauricio does not get the call soon, we will riot. That's the thing. We have tons of infielders in AAA right now that might get the call over him, which is very, very annoying. But we'll see. Mauricio will be up next week. I hope so, man. I hope so. For those of you in here, make sure to like the stream if you have not already. One more time, for those of you who cannot read English, but welcome from other countries, obviously. Mets have traded Max Scherzer to the Texas Rangers in exchange for Luis Angel Acuna, who is the younger brother of Ronald Acuna Jr., Mr. 4040. After the deadline, nothing lose. Yeah, exactly. I just want to see some of the young guys come in here. I hope Mike Vassell gets a chance. Maybe we get an extended look at Jose Budo, but I think we all know what he's capable of at this point. Love this trade, even though it's a lot of money. Listen, you weren't gonna get like a huge haul. You totally sound like the world's biggest spoiled brat. Hell yeah. I want to win, man. Mets players in AAA patiently waiting to be brought up, knowing that, yeah. We'll see. I don't know. There's some stuff that is annoying with their process. Their thought process it's just aggravating. Do you think Yordan Ventura is going to be good? I don't know who you're talking about, but I can look him up for a second. What is this? Danny Ventura. Is that the guy from the Royals? Oh yeah. Oh, I know who you're talking about. Hold on. Jordani Ventura or your Danny Ventura? Jordani Ventura is like 23 years old. He's in Brooklyn. Yeah, I don't imagine being at the Met game right now. Yeah. I'm just glad this he's yeah, that's the guy from the Royals, but that's a different guy. Jordani Ventura, I think that's who he's talking about, but there's nothing really special with him, I don't think. My co-host might be joining us. Fans of the Mets games are in shock. I'm not in shock if I were at the Mets games. Right now, I would expect Carlos Carrasco to blow up like this. 8-1 Knots in the bottom of the third. Listen, we got tons of time left, guys. Tons of time. Probably on their phone at Citi Field. Probably. Could Acuna go right to AAA? Possibly. We'll see. ETA is 2024, so we'll get a good look at him. That's Ventura's brother asking. Oh. Yeah, his ETA is 2024, so you're going to see him in spring training. You'll get an extended look at him. Definitely. So the Mets have... I actually typoed this wrong on the graphic. They're covering the opposite of it. So 35 million plus. So they have 22.5 million probably to find like a possible Scherzer replacement maybe in the offseason. I don't know what they're going to do this offseason. We'll see what happens. The baseball cards. He was going to be decent. No, Ventura was a talented arm. Very talented. Same thing with Jose Fernandez, but you know what? I mean, shit happens. Unfortunate. Could Christian Scott get called up this year? I don't think he gets called up this year because I'm pretty sure he was just called up to AA. But no, he's had a very solid season. He's looked really good. Verlander does not want to leave New York. How do I get him to leave New York? That's my question. Unless you trade Verlander to the Yankees. We'll see. Is Hartwig still with the big league club? I haven't seen him pitch in few games. He's still with the big league club, yeah, and he's been really good. Hartwig is he's really good. All right, my co-host is here. Now I got to put this stupid thing in. Hey, Max Scherzer's gone. How are you?
I literally just stepped into the house from work, and I just have a plate of food, so I'm okay. Sure, I guess I give my opinion if my dog doesn't shut up. So sorry if you hear dog. Okay, dog is right there. But I don't hate the trade. I don't hate the trade, especially for a guy that everyone wanted out of here for a box of cookies. Will you relax? And yeah, you had to eat some money. And when Texas's name was brought up, obviously we all had names we brought up. Porter wasn't ever going to happen. There was a shot. There was a chance that the shortstop that you like was a potential. Again, I thought maybe Acuna was like on the fringes. I thought it would have probably started with Jack and go down. So I was thinking
Wolcott was removed from the game.
And then everybody went, and then so was Porter. Yeah, and then everybody went nuts. So that was the worst thing. That was the worst thing that could have happened because I was like, oh my god, Brock Porter, and we're gonna get both of them. Like I knew Porter wasn't going in this trade. I was confident that was not happening.
Yeah, I mean, so I tweeted this out earlier today, and it was obviously for Verlander, of course, but with the Rangers, Brock Porter, I mean, I wanted him, but it was not going to happen. Like, we knew that was not going to happen. Jack Leiter was another, obviously, a name that he was
that one
struggling. But I don't see them giving up on a number 2 overall pick that quickly. So
yeah.
Yeah.
And also, they didn't, with hindsight again, and this isn't a Rangers podcast. Trust me, there's plenty of Rangers podcasts to talk about. But, obviously, I do like Jack, and I've been a fan since Vanderbilt. They didn't do him any favors. They took him straight to Double-A. And with hindsight, it makes it look worse because they needed pitching. So they're like, put Jack straight away in Frisco, which is good for me. I got to meet him. I got to see him pitch live, which is good selfishly for me. But it kind of stunted his development because he didn't go at least through A-ball. At least like Jackson Holiday, he's going to be in Triple-A, hell, maybe even the big leagues by the end of the year. He started in A-ball, and now he's in Double-A. And with a shot maybe in September to make it to the big league because he's just killing it. But, and then going out and spending on pitching, really kind of rushed. But when the Rangers brought up and it was Verlander,
no top prospect should start off in Double-A, like at all. Like I don't care.
No,
it just shouldn't happen.
Yeah, that was
like I don't
even
care
a college arm like
whatever,
him. Even a college arm I can understand, but they did not do him any favors starting him straight away in Double-A. But when Texas was up, I saw I would have again if Baby Acuna was coming with another piece. I was like, Baby Acuna works. Just again, if for a guy that we wanted out of here for nothing, we wanted him just gone with all the emotion and bitching and moaning post games. We were so frustrated with this guy. We just wanted him gone for anything. We'll eat the money and just take him, go away. And the fact that you get a guy in Acuna, yes, you might not love because he doesn't hit for the grand power that this team desperately needs, but does everything else very well. And there is a potential 20-homer guy. Yeah, he's 7, but a guy that can steal 40 bases, hit you 25, 30 doubles and some triples. And especially the quality of prospect. It's a top, and pipeline isn't the be-all, end-all, but a top 50 prospect for a guy we wanted gone for nothing. Like, Epta gets shit, and trust me. And I know I'm thinking I'm starting to figure out what happened to the other guy again. He was a 15th prospect, just a Double-A guy. It would have been nice just to get another piece. But for Epler to come out here, especially this scenario, this how Scherzer pitched, the contract, the opt-out, potentially looming, to grab I'm going to always call him Baby Acuna. I'm not calling Luis Angel. I'm just calling it's Baby Acuna. To come out with that
Acuna
shows
light.
Acuna Light, Baby Acuna, whatever. If he got that for Scherzer, Justin Verlander better not be here on Tuesday. If the depressed, shitty one got this, I get, obviously Houston is the big name. They don't have a great farm system. And the Mets seem to not want pitching. If Hunter Brown could potentially be in that Verlander trade, I am pulling the trigger. Like, if it has to, again, if you can get this quality of prospect back for a guy who's having a bad year on a not worse contract, for a rental type deal, Verlander has pitched better. Like the last 8 starts, he's looked like, again, Verlander.
He's pitching tomorrow.
He's pitching tomorrow, too. So if Scherzer goes for that after a bad year, I get Houston doesn't have the greatest farms, but could you get Drew Gilbert? Like, you could talk number 1, maybe potential number 2 prospects in that Astros system, and maybe Hunter Brown. If you're starting to talk that, I think you have to pull a trigger.
I personally don't like the Astros farm system. Like,
it's not good. It's not good. And Drew at number 1, and I get the pipeline. It's not a good system. Obviously, they didn't have first-round picks because of the cheating scandal. It was like, the Astros didn't get punished. Oh, they got punished. Their farm system is...
Pipeline likes tools. They don't like raw skill. That's the problem with them.
I mean, I'm more of I prefer tools, and again, seeing with raw tools. Again, you see with the tools they love. That's what Epler loved in the fucking 17-year-olds. Like 17-year-olds are cool, but again, the keyword being raw. You can make it goon, you can make it godly, or it could be nothing. Like I like a little more certainty.
And the Mets don't have the player development.
And the Mets don't have the exactly. So
that's the reason why I'm like, okay, what the hell are you trading Robertson 5 days before the fucking deadline for that?
For 2-6, yeah.
But listen, I agree. I completely agree with you here. Listen, I've already talked to you. I talked to you off stream. I'm like, okay, yeah, this guy, whatever. Who cares? Why I'm happy? Scherzer's gone. He's gone. And we know how much I've talked about this throughout the entire year. This is not the Max Scherzer we paid for. And it's not just the fact that he's not pitching well, whatever. All of the off-the-field antic crap, the complaining about the pitch clock, the complaining about the injuries, the this, the that, you can't afford to see that shit from your $43 million pitcher. Again, and I said this earlier in the stream. I don't know who was saying Scherzer was good overall statistically with us. I was not I was under the impression when we got Scherzer, the goal was not for Scherzer to have a good ERA and win a Cy Young. That wasn't the goal. The goal was to win a World Series. And he did not help us come anywhere close to that. Every single time that we needed this guy to come through, he choked. He didn't come, and I don't care if this guy's a future Hall of Famer. We say this all the time. What are you going to do in New York? What are you going to do in New York? It's a different atmosphere. It's a uniform that apparently every time when somebody puts it on, they turn into full-on shit. So at the end of the day, he was given $43 million to be an ace, and he wasn't an ace. Goodbye. All of that drama, enough. I've had enough of it. It can go. He just wasn't good here. I think overall, if you look at it, he was good. He just was not worth that $43 million. End of story. End of story. Max has always been a prima donna. Yeah. We should have known that when he didn't sign for Andrew, he was a dick, right?
No, he signed for me. Sure, gave me sweet softball.
No, originally, didn't he act like a dick though? Like once?
Yeah, well, with the Nationals, yeah, he was a dick in spring training, yeah, but I got him in Port St. Louis, but yeah.
In spring training.
This is spring training 2016, right after the Mets won the World Series.
For $43 million, you can't just be good. Exactly.
Good. Yep.
That's literally what I'm saying. Like, you can't just be good. You know what I mean? Like, that's just, he didn't come through when we needed him to. That's what we paid him to do.
Okay. Can I be annoying for once? Well, I'm always annoying. Enough. You're annoying. Yes, I trolled about the other prospect that was rumored. And again, it's AA numbers. I would have taken him, but did this option thing take him off the table? That this working out the buyout thing, did that screw him out? Again, he's nothing. He would have just probably been a filler to put in Binghamton or Syracuse or whatever. Did that option that, the buying out of whatever screw him over of that extra piece?
Maybe.
Like that needs that's the only thing. We heard was Baby Acuna and Taylor, or whatever the hell his name was. And we're like, okay. I mean, they're not great. I think obviously Baby Acuna is the more prize. The other guy just has good numbers in AA, but you're like, okay. You're getting a couple of pieces, and then we thought maybe there's another pitcher. Maybe there's another piece just out of here's a random Cole win or something.
How I see this is you would have got the 2-piece return if Max was having a good season, right? I feel like you also could have got the Brock Porter if Max was having a good season and was maybe 34 years old and not 39, right? So there's different levels of what if with this trade, but he's 39, right? Just turned 39. Happy birthday, Max. Go fuck yourself. He turns 39, right? He's not having a good season overall. And that's what you got. I'm not as upset as I was with the David Robertson, obviously.
And then again, and you kind of seeing this to a point where again Robertson was having a good year, and the fact again 2 lottery tickets, 17-year-old, 18-year-old kids, like
you could have got something better than that.
You could have easily.
No damn well.
Look, the Orioles. You couldn't have got Dylan Beavers. Like you couldn't have went out and Arizona. They've been choking leads. Like Andrew Chafin has been inefficient at times. You're telling me Arizona wouldn't have given you something, Bryce Jarvis or something. Like you want a couple of 18-year-olds, like, and especially, and this is what pisses me off the most. There's no plan. If there's no, okay, we're building for next year. So then let's get Baby Acuna, a guy who's in AA, who can probably see Syracuse at the end of the month, and then maybe worst case in spring training has a good spring, could ever stop. Worst case he starts in Syracuse. Then the Robertson trade is just let's trade for 2 18-year-olds. There's no plan from Epler. There's not like, okay, we're just going to take the best prospects available and build to the future, or we're building for 2024. There is no plan, and that's what infuriates me more. Again, this trade is fine. Getting Baby Acuna, getting Scherzer out here, cool. But then you took your best trade chip, if Rayleigh's not available, which hell, everybody's available now. This signals it should be everybody's open season, besides maybe Alonso, Nimmo, even though Alonso should be. Lindor, Alonso, and Alvarez and Nimmo. You would think those are the only guys.
And by the way,
the
before everybody explodes, he means listen to calls on Alonso. That doesn't mean he should be traded if you just get an offer, right? Listen to offers before everyone goes nuts. I'm just saying, because like
that was not what I was implying, but okay. I'm gonna sell everything.
Well, I mean, I'm listening to offers on Pete, but it's like,
he's gone after this year. If he didn't sign the extension now, he's gone. He's gone.
Well, yeah.
Like if he hasn't signed an extension yet, he's testing the market and he's going. But here's my thing: Texas need bullpen help. You couldn't have added a Brooks Raley to this deal to try to get anything else. And that's what infuriates me with David Robertson. You're telling me you couldn't keep Robertson 2 more days and potentially add him, and maybe get Jack. Again, just throw Jack out there. Maybe get something else.
Hey, Billy Epler wanted to be opportunistic.
Billy Epler is a fucking idiot. And again, I like this trade. That's not saying much. But again, I continue to vouch. I could be again. I make a joke. I'm a fat kid on the internet. I'm a better GM than Billy Epler. Just a fact of life. Watch my videos. Every video. Look at the roster I built. I would.
And I'm a better GM than you.
No, that's not. No.
Because I can predict the future.
No, you don't predict the future. Could you?
I always
predict. All right. Parada will take his place. Who? Oh, Alonso.
I don't think Parada's a first baseman.
First baseman. No. He's an outfielder. He'd be a corner. He'd be a left fielder. Maybe a third. Maybe if you're gonna put him on a corner, maybe try him on third. But left field is probably where he goes. Would you rather have Epler or Wilpon? With Cohen money? Sure, give me the Wilpons with Cohen money. It's not their money.
Wilpon wasn't a GM. Yeah, he was COO.
Yeah. Well, no, Jeff was everything. Maybe
Jeff was the micromanager.
Yeah, Jeff was everything.
He wasn't a general manager. He was a micromanager.
What
would be a possible return for Alonso?
Look, I hate using the age.
Well, I mean, you got 2 18-year-olds for David Robertson, so maybe you get 4 with Alonso.
Ooh.
I wouldn't trust Billy Epler with a 10 with anything. No. So I would not trust him with an Alonso trade. So
I mean, what did the A's get for Olsen? I mean, probably nothing. But what was the original? That was the Langoliers deal, wasn't it? Or was that the Mert? No, that was.
Langoliers, Kevin Smith. Who else was in that? Mulder.
Oh yeah. Okay. So it was like. Tampa Bay could use. I mean, they moved Yandy back to third if they had him. Tampa. He probably is going to end. Well, I wouldn't say end up at Tampa, but he probably wants to go to Tampa.
I think. I think the extension talks will be made in the offseason. They will be made. I don't think they're going to get anything done, but if they haven't paid him already, I mean, I think Mets fans have to accept that Alonso is going to test the free agent market no matter what. Because when you saw what Nimmo got, you can't. Like, you just can't.
Oh yeah, I mean, we thought maybe 100, 162, and 8 years.
I'm glad.
Now this man's gonna hit like 25 homers this year. Oh, you know what power? Nimmo's got plenty of power. He got 25 homers this year.
Yeah, from the leadoff spot. I need it from 8 other positions.
This motherfucker he's gonna be George Springer. Ends up hitting 25 homers, good defense in center field. This motherfucker hit 25 this year. Go for the Cubs. I mean, I could see the Cubs doing it. That could be a team that's what I mean. Again, let me preface this: a smart GM takes advantage of this, and maybe again with that a return for Acuna. Stroman's off the market. Giolito and are gone. Already been shipped out. Besides Eduardo Rodriguez, Michael Lorenzen, Blake Snell. If Snell becomes, he's probably the best available. But again, San Diego doesn't know what the hell they're doing. Verlander is probably the best asset on the market right now. Yes, he has a no trade, so it's not like he could be open season. But a good GM sees that.
I'm rooting for a Justin Verlander no hitter tomorrow, and he gets us 2 top 5s. Hell yeah!
I mean, shit. If Max gets 1 top 5, shit, he should get 2. If he has another gem and keeps pitching, there's an argument, especially when the year control. if you buy the money down, you should be able to get 2 chips for at least 2. And then you have to have the discussion. Do you want the quantity or the quality? Like, where you're at. Do you
So what is
take
that? So that's $37 million for the Rangers for DeGrom and $43 million for Scherzer. And
hey, Max wanted
you
to
also
pitch
have
with
the
Jake, right?
Seager and
Semien
the Seager
deals.
and
Semien's
Seager and
deal.
Semien deals. They're gonna have to pay what's his name?
Adolis. Adolis
Adolis Garcia, yeah.
But Jonah Heim probably a nice little
He's
extension.
30. Adolis Garcia's
Yeah.
30.
Uh-huh.
Crazy shit.
But again, I just Canna can go for a box of chips. Pham should get us a top 15 prospect in a system. Blue Jays, maybe that seems to make the most sense. Toronto.
I just want to see them acquire like an upper level piece that can hit the ball over the fence. Just one. Just do it once. Right?
Dodgers, Page. Get me any Page. Just jump on Pages, please. Like, I know he's hurt. He's not going to help you most.
I don't care. I don't give a shit what he does this year. This year, we're done. We done.
No, if we win, well, maybe make a comeback tonight. Go 3 in a row.
Do we make a comeback?
I don't know. It's 7-1.
I haven't been paying attention, so
I don't get. Yeah, I saw Carrasco.
I pretty much snoozed through Carrasco starts because I know
I didn't. Yeah, I was working
at least 6 runs.
Like I was literally working.
We got it 8-2, man.
Oh my! How'd they score the 2 runs? Let's see. Was it out Nimmo home
Vientos RBI double.
Okay.
And then Pham just homered.
Trade value.
Hot. Right in front of the scouts.
Nice.
How's this Reed Garrett guy doing? Anybody watching the game right now? Is he?
I guess he gave up a run at least. He's giving up a run because it was 7-1 when he gave
run.
So.
No, he did not give up any run. I mean, they weren't charged to him.
Oh, okay. But,
how's this Reed Garrett guy doing? I know he's a hard thrower, but he does not know where the ball's going.
I literally had no idea. Like, and I usually know these. I had no idea who the fuck that guy was. I was like, when they called him, like, who?
No, I remember when they
dude?
claimed him, but yeah, he's a hard thrower, hard slider, like live fastball, but like he has no idea where that ball's going.
But so again, I'm gonna see this team in Kansas City. I mean,
Don't
I've already taken
the
Robert.
Cookies. Yes, I will. He sucks.
He sucks. Bro, I'm not gonna bring anything now. I'm just gonna have a bunch of. If they're trading everybody, like they can't wait to the deadline to trade these guys. Like I want at least be, whatever.
Yeah, we'll do a like a trade deadline recap or something like that. Yeah. Like some kind of video like that.
And then the prospect video will be updated after some time.
Because I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to go live for the last of because there's some things that are changing right now. I don't.
Yeah, I'm going to be with the team. So even if we do it, I'll be in and out because I'm going to be getting autographs at the stadium with the Mets. So yeah. And I have to go to the airport.
What is the deal with this Reed Garrett motherfucker? What's he been doing? Carrasco can just walk away and get hit by. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, true, but he's a cancer patient. He's a cancer survivor. But calm down. Calm down. All right, Chad. Here you go, Chad. Who's the next domino that falls? Let's play that game. Who is the next guy that goes? Leave in the chat. I wish. I wish.
We should get a poll going. I forgot to put a poll.
Yeah, put a poll in. Who do you think is the next one to go? Pham, Canna, Verlander, or other? Other could be Jose Brooks Raley, Jose Quintana.
Mets player be traded. We put Verlander.
How funny would it be if we
or Canna, because they kind of correspond.
Yeah, they're together. I think both of them go, but
yeah. And then we'll also do Raley, I guess.
Yeah, Raley and then other.
And then other.
Quintana. Or you want to do like Quintana.
All right. Polls out for those of you. There's about like 60 of you in here. Vote on that right now. Let's see what you guys think.
I'm
thinking Jet is moved. Oh boy, I hope so. That dude sucks.
I mean, yeah, but not now. He's getting moved in the offseason.
High OBP.
Hey, he got 30. We need more. We got all the speed.
No one cares.
We got all that speed. Love me some speed.
9-hole hitter. No one cares.
Nah, bro, we got to get speed. We need to get athletic. Can you fuck off?
Anyone can be in the 9-hole. I could literally just play in the 9-hole for the Mets.
It's not saying much.
That's literally player breakdown. All right, let's see. Dude, how's this Reed Garrett, dude?
But the Braves are scaring me how quiet they are. Why do I feel like they're going to end up with Hader?
Well, here's the thing.
Why do I have the worst feeling the Braves are going to end up with Hader?
Here's the thing with the Braves. They always acquire a player that we didn't even know was available on the trade deadline. So they
get Ohtani.
They're going to get Bellinger. Get Bellinger.
The Cubs aren't selling. The Cubs aren't selling. They're buying. They're going to be buyers because it is bullshit winning streak.
But still, they'll end up with Bellinger.
They'll just add a Bellinger out of fucking nowhere. Okay, let's see, Andrew. Who's the random guy you're going to call? Teoscar Hernandez. That just ends up. That's a Brave type of guy. Because Seattle's going to end up probably selling at the deadline.
They're going to get Brent Rooker.
Brent Rooker, probably. But I honestly do think they end up with Hader. Okay. I just think out of nowhere it's that stupid ass tweet.
What's the deal with this Reed Garrett guy? He any good?
He's poo. He's a fucking jabroni. He got DFA like Dan Vogelbach.
Ooh. All right. Not bad. Cool. Doesn't know where the hell the ball's going, but he ain't bad. He's pitching all right. Decent stuff. Decent stuff. I don't know how long that's going to stick, though. So we'll see.
Yeah. But I'm surprised people aren't complaining. Like, oh, the Mets traded for another second baseman. I haven't seen that. Surprisingly, I haven't seen that today. Well, why traded for another shortstop second baseman? Genuinely shocked I haven't seen that yet.
Oh, I've seen that a few times.
I haven't.
The Cardinals are not trading Nolan Arenado.
I doubt that. And Mosaic, if the Dodgers call and give up Miller, I think they move. I think it's just Mosaic being, we're not moving him now. And then if August 1st comes and they offer Bobby Miller, he'll be a Dodger.
August 1st is not far away, man.
I'm saying we're talking. He's saying this now. GMs lie. If Alex, what about Alex? Is it Alex? Tell the
GMs do not lie.
The GMs, that's their living, they're breathing. They don't say anything. They're always lying. But yeah, I don't know. I think the Dodgers, if they call Mozeliak at like 10 minutes of the deadline, Bobby Miller and.
How do you feel about going after Snell?
In free agency.
Don't respect Brent Rooker. I mean, my dad's an A's fan. I love Brent Rooker. That man's a stud.
It's an all-star.
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 How do you feel about getting Snell? I mean, Snell's Snell. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sometimes he's hot. He's
inconsistent.
Depending on the day with him.
Yeah, he's just very inconsistent.
Like it's either he strikes out 10 or walks 10.
I'd rather him than Aaron Nola. I'll say that.
Rather him than Jose Quintana.
Well, that too. That's not saying much. But I'm saying, like, of the free agent pitch, I'd rather have Snell than Nola. I know Nola's like this unlucky merchant or whatever the fuck, what somebody was saying about. Like, he's the most unlucky pitcher. I'm not touching Nola. Yeah. I saw something. Again. And even Julio Urias, he'll get an 8-year deal because he's 20. He's going to touch the market at 26. I don't trust that. I'll be interested, but I don't trust it. Oh, you're looking at something. What now?
Can we just DFA Carras? Let's go.
He's going at the end of the year, and we're tanking. And of course, we can't tank. We can't tank when Paul Skeens and Dylan Cruz are available. I don't even know who the number 1 pick is going to be next year. Couldn't get Skeens or Cruz or Max Clark. Get some random jabroni. Remember Chris Paddock? Yeah, we should have traded Dom Smith for him. I'm still pissed off at that, by the way. The fact that you could have turned Dom Smith into 3 assets and you just DFA him.
No, non-tendering him was a lot.
Non-tendering, that's what it was. That pissed me off so much. It still pisses me. It could have been the Taylor Rogers. I mean, again, Emilio Pagan, who gives a shit. The Braves might end up with a random Yankee. Who fucked it up?
Would be on top of the bag. Cookies might be an overpayment. Oh, what for Carrasco? Oh my God, is Tyler McGill back?
No, he fucking sucks.
He touched 99 tonight.
Whoop-de fucking do. He gave up probably 5 runs.
2 runs.
2 runs. Shocker.
Will probably be Derek. Yeah, I haven't looked at any.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do some scouting now. We're gonna have a top 3 pick now. Well, I mean, now it's a lottery, so shit, we could get the number 1 pick.
It is a lottery, but like you
But
got
New
to
York
give the
teams,
top
yeah.
to
But yeah,
either
New
Oakland
York.
or Kansas City. Like that's just like stupid if they don't.
Well, I mean, what's it called? Get the number 1 pick, and they weren't supposed to. The Pirates, I think, were at 6. They weren't supposed to get the number 1 pick. They were like 6, I think, before the lottery.
Nemo just got hit by a pitch.
Shocker. Is he injured or is it just HBP?
He's fine. He's fine. He's still in the game.
But
2 runs against Patrick Corbin in 5 innings. Great.
Where's JD Davis?
AAA pitcher instead of Tyler McGill. I mean, Tyler McGill is a AAA pitcher.
He's a AAA pitcher, so that's not saying much.
Lindor, a swing and a drive, 8-4. Hell yeah, 20 home runs for Lindor.
Here's the comeback, baby. We're gonna come back with some hope.
Oh my god. I mean, I did make this joke earlier where I was like, we get rid of Scherzer, our playoff odds go up. Like, this dude's just been so fucking awful. That much drama should not come from a supposed leader. I'm sorry. It just shouldn't. I don't care. I don't care what he did statistically overall. Like, it's just stupid. I'm sorry.
See, the Mets don't need power. You're going to have 25 homers from your leadoff hitter, 20, probably 30, 25 from Lindor. Lonzo's going to hit 50. Alvarez will hit 30. You don't need power.
Yeah, I need that from every spot in the lineup.
That's not how baseball works.
Well, it is how baseball works.
What are we talking about? Why is Kirk Neuenhuis in the chat? What the fuck? What are we talking about?
Mine was Kurt Neuenhuis. Who's your favorite bad Mets player ever? Kurt Neuenhuis was bad? I didn't know that.
We all chat. We know who
Kirk?
mine is. Yeah, well, yes, but I mean, chat. We know who mine is. I don't even have to say it. If you watch long enough,
favorite bad Mets player, LaTroy Hawkins.
Oh god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh, that one must have hurt, didn't it? That one hurt.
Oh,
no, actually, he was pretty good for us.
He was all right. But Colin Cowgill was a manager down here. I saw him. I was like, hey, I remember you started opening.
I actually saw Colin Cowgill homer in real life, live. Yeah, 2013, 2012. Jordani Valdez. Yeah, that guy was an asshole.
Yeah, he sucked.
He got hit in the dick. Remember that?
I mean, besides the goat,
Bobby Bonilla.
Fuck off.
Bobby Bonilla is such a cop-out answer.
Cop-out answer. Oh man, let's get some late dark ages. Who else are my boys?
My favorite.
I mean, I was a big Vic Black and Andrew Brown guy. Those are my guys. Love those.
Vic
guys.
Black was a beast. All right, I loved Vic.
Andrew Brown was another homie. Eric Young Jr. another homie. Love me some EYJ. Gavin Shakini. We make fun of Alex Ramirez. Gavin Shakini might actually have the worst autograph I've ever seen. I make the A-Ram joke, but it might be.
Latino. Actually, my favorite terrible Met. This is easy. We've talked about this. Robinson Cancel, easily.
Of course.
Easy.
Ramon Castro, another good catcher. Mets comeback. Dominic Leone's in the game, boys and girls. Mets cut the lead to 4.
Looks like Dominic Leone is going to be warming up in the bullpen.
Oh my god. Oh, I mean, yeah.
You do have a higher expected batting average.
Expected batting average, nice. It's about the expected batting average. Well, what else? So what other bad Mets?
Lindor hit it only 104 miles an hour, but it's a homer in all 30 parts. Because you know why? Because he pulled it.
Dominic Leone, no Mets closer. God, no.
It's almost like pulling the ball generates more.
Am I crazy? Brian Dozier.
That's how the ball goes over the wall at a higher percentage. Wow.
No, we don't play percentage. I just hit the ball over the fence. I don't care where it goes. Am I crazy? Brian Dozier was a Met. Melky Cabrera never played a regular season game with him. I know it was a spring training. Did he play a regular season game as a Met?
Who?
I don't think
Melky
Cabrera. I know
Brian Dozier did.
Dozier
was on our 60-man player pool, right?
Yeah, I know he was in spring training.
Never played for us.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
Spring training, yeah.
Spring training, Mo Vaughn.
Mo Vaughn definitely did play for the Mets. He was awful.
He was a big boy. Hit well the scoreboard though, so pulled it and hit the scoreboard. So that's what matters. Pull the ball.
Yeah, brother.
See what happens. Bad, shitty players pull the ball. Stop.
Yeah. Carlos Delgado's so shitty.
Delgado had good opposite field power.
Ken Griffey Jr. so shitty.
Trash. Tony Gwynn was better.
You can go away.
Ichiro's better. You know, give a shit about pulling the ball to get base hits. Should. Oh yeah, hell yeah! Hojo is showing doing that with the Cyclones. You got to pay like $25 to get Hojo the Cyclones game. I mean, you could, I guess.
I'm actually going to go to a signing with Keith Hernandez next week.
I know his cousin.
Yeah, I'm gonna have him sign the 86 ticket. My dad went to Game 6. Bro, give your dog some water. Yeah, this is animal abuse. What are you doing?
He's got water. I'm giving him fucking dino nuggets and fries. He's fine. He's just being annoying because he wants more chicken. He's fat.
You're giving him
like
so you're giving him clogged arteries. That's very nice.
If PC was never traded, probably not. He'd be in the top 3, but he probably wouldn't be 1. I mean, I know Pipeline is higher on him, but I don't think he'd be 1. He'd probably still be behind Parada. Will you chill the fuck out?
I think
fat boy.
I think he should be like 11.
No, he's top 3. He just wouldn't be probably 1. Probably would just be probably Parada, PCA, Mercia. But hey, I wouldn't. Half a year hobby buys was fun though. He had highlights.
5'10".
What the fuck? Nobody's Aaron Judge. Name anybody taller like Aaron Judge besides Aaron Judge. Midgets. Jose Altuve. Go. What is your problem?
Oh, I forgot because Jose Altuve hit 20 home runs once. Every small guy can hit.
He's got like 4 straight years of 30 homers. The fuck are you talking about? His power grade and his raw power grade when he was a prospect was 25. And he consistently hits 30 homers a year. So grades don't mean shit. It's all about development.
Oh yeah, so the 6 homers that he has right now, that's going
to
turn into 30 this year.
He missed the first 3 months of the season. It's WBC, broken hand or whatever. Get that.
Not an excuse.
What are you doing? He's gonna give his dog a heart attack. No, he gives himself a heart attack. He just running around like a dumbass. This guy's a fucking runner. He don't fit well with me. You run too damn much. No, he runs way too fucking much. I'm like, you just let it fuck down and chill. All right, I'll be right back.
So, looks like Scherzer and DeGrom are going to be reuniting next year because DeGrom might come back next year. So now, Boban Marjanovic is taller than Aaron Judge. I'm not saying you need somebody that needs to like be tall. It's just like at least a 6'2" frame or some shit. Like somebody that can grow into it. I mean, he's already 21 years old, so it's like it's not gonna. If PCA was never traded, he'd be our number 1 prospect. PCA
show the dog. I'll bring him in a second. Once I'm done with eating now, before the end of the stream, I'll show the dog.
We'll end the dog out.
No, he's still right. He's still a pain in the ass. He's still breathing. As of now, I ninja kicked him last night. It was funny.
I think we're gonna stay on for this Mets comeback. What do you think?
No, I'm done. I'm done with his fighting.
We'll go for another 5 minutes, guys. Last questions, comments, concerns, reports, essays, poems, haikus. $21. Wow, he's ready. I mean, there's just not much more. Christian Scott, 6 scoreless tonight, of course.
Blade Tidwell's in Binghamton. Fuck yes.
Finally.
He still 2 years away, but still, get him up here.
You sure?
But the Mets development, yes, he's gonna be 2 years away. He's not getting up here until 24. You know the Mets. I don't call anybody that young. That Jake guy didn't make it. Vassal probably. Do you want the Mets?
Jake had 2 fucking arm surgeries. That's why.
Do you want the Mets to trade for Seth Beer? He was going to be in the video that I uploaded. Be sure to check that video out. Doubt it's going to happen now, but you want to get on camera, you stupid bitch? Come here. But I mean, for cheap, I wouldn't mind buying him. He's got control. I wouldn't mind it for cheap.
Who?
Beer.
Jake Beer?
Wait, Seth Beer or Seth Brown? There's 2. I get them mixed up too. The A's guy.
Seth Brown was the guy from the A's. Seth Beer's the guy from
Arizona Diamondbacks. Yeah,
is in Arizona. Yeah. Seth Brown was the guy who homered off of DeGrom.
Yeah, hit nukes.
Yeah.
Come on, you want to get on camera? Come on, get it. Be a big motherfucker. Come here, stupid bitch. There you go, doggo. What are you doing? Come here, doggo. Doggo.
Seth Beer. Okay.
He's a double. He's actually a double A with the Diamondbacks. They just before the Futures game, he was literally with double A lineup. So, no, I guess. I mean, for cheap, why not? I mean, I don't want any more first baseman, to be honest. Again, give me more guys like Acuna who can play everywhere and give me athleticism. I've had enough fat guys. I've had my quota for fat guys for a couple of years. So
I want strong, tall nuke hitters. That's what I
just want good baseball. I want dogs.
Yeah, exactly. I want nukes. That's what good baseball is.
That's Joey Gallo. I don't want no Joey Gallos. I don't want Joey Gallo.
No, I don't need. No, that's not what I'm asking. No.
That dog looks like trouble. Yeah, this dog is trouble. Yeah. Chat's calling you out.
I'm asking for elite hitters. I'm not asking for Joey Gallo.
Yeah, because there's so many. Again, it's so easy to get elite hitters. So easy.
Well, get one.
They're not available.
Bitch.
Like, they're not available.
Get one. Steve Cohen.
Dude, we're signing Ohtani and Soto, so your elite hitters there.
Yeah, that's not happening.
What about Seth? I'll take Seth Brown. He's lefty bat. Power,
we'll definitely sign Ohtani this offseason.
Dude, we're getting
the Mets are concerned with Domenicals.
Dude, I mean, the whole fan base thinks we're signing him, even though he's going to the Dodgers. But we're going to Ohtani.
He's going to San Francisco.
What?
To play with Michael Conforto.
Oh, I was gonna make a really bad joke. Thank God I didn't. But no, he's going to the Dodgers. You better root for another team. Yeah. He doesn't realize that we don't care about power. It's all about dogs. It's all about grit, speed. We're gonna be the Diamondbacks. That's maybe what he wants. He wants us to become the Diamondbacks.
Okay, Pham and Orcana has the most votes.
Has the most votes
for the next to be traded. Okay. No one thinks Raley's going to be the next one to be traded.
Yeah, I don't think he's the next one. Yeah, Rail Dog, no love. Well, I mean, I think people want to keep him. That's why. I think he's the one we're going to keep because we need to at least have some kind of relievers in the bullpen.
Is Diaz expected to make a full recovery? Yeah.
Yeah, he shouldn't pitch this year, but
I want to see him pitch.
I don't. Wait for next year.
I want happiness.
You have no happiness. If you want to go, I don't want good defenders. I just want you to. I mean, they don't have to be a good defender. You have to be able to play different.
I don't give a shit about defense. Hit nukes.
No,
okay.
you need it. You want the 20
strike guys out, so it doesn't matter what the defense does.
Well, they don't do that either.
Get guys who hit nukes. End of story.
No, we don't do that.
We're
gonna be the Diamondbacks. We just have a bunch of speed and athleticism. Maybe that's what Epler wants. Just a bunch of speed and athleticism.
Epler wants trash players. Exactly.
Maybe that is maybe he wants to be the Diamondbacks. Are you quiet over there?
Yep, the Diamondbacks have done so much recently.
Well, I mean, they're going to the playoffs this year. No, the Mets are going. No. So.
Yeah. Where's the ring? I don't see.
They don't need the ring.
The Yankees,
and the Yankees are built on power. Where's their rings lately?
They are not built on power.
They're a whole lot.
All of their farm system is a bunch of noodles.
Volpe
can't hit for power.
I'm not talking about the farm. What does the major league lineup? Stanton, Donaldson, all these power guys. All hit for power. Fuck everything. Fuck the nukes.
Donaldson is 40.
No,
Stanton's never healthy.
No, it's all
they
about
literally
nukes.
Just have Aaron Judge. That's the whole team.
Chat. This is what I mean. This guy just moved.
They have Aaron Judge.
Just moving the goalpost.
They have Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge.
We have Pete Alonso. It's okay. So we got Pete Alonso. We have a hole.
Exactly. Yeah, and look what the Yankees are doing with just one power hitter. One
prolific
power hitter.
They're in the playoff hunt. They're in the playoff. Were they in the playoffs last year?
Did they win a ring? No.
Well, dude, I would have.
You need home runs to win in the postseason.
No, you just need pitching and good risp. Would you take Nolan Gorman? Shit, I would do so much crazy illegal shit to get Nolan Gorman, but they're not trading him forever. Yeah. I would do a lot of illegal. I would do a lot of illegal things to get Nolan Gorman on the Mets. A lot of illegal things. A lot of them. And he plays multiple positions, so it's not another fat guy where it's like, oh, he's power, he doesn't do it. He plays 3-4 positions. So good.
I never said get a fat guy that.
You just want fat guys. No, that's what you.
I don't want fat guys there for power.
No,
I want.
No, that's chat. He literally just said he wants fat guys. No, he just wants.
I
fat
want
guys
beasts. That's what I want.
20,
I want beasts.
No, he wants 2019 Dan Vogelbach. That's all he cares about. all he wants. 2019
Yep,
damn vocal
that's
box.
it. Yep.
Power hitters.
That's it.
Just fat guys that hit nukes. That's all that matters.
I need guys who hit nukes. Guys with power. That's it.
Where is Gorman? He's in St. Louis. He's in St. Louis. Rotting away on that god awful. The Braves might get Nolan Arenado. No. That's, I mean, no. But no. Will you back up? All right. Yankees GM must go. Yeah, I don't know how Cashman still. I mean, Epler has a job, but Cashman's had it for like 30 years. The players get.
They don't want to change.
Yeah,
the Yankees also have other organizational problems.
But they're in the playoffs every year.
I'm just talking about in terms of offense, you need power. Like these whole contact hitters, fuck off. Like you should be like contact hitters in like what 4 years they're gonna be out of jobs. They suck.
No, Jeff McNeil's on a contract, so that's cap. That's cap. Jeff McNeil on a contract.
He's gonna be benched.
No, they get players we don't know.
For Jesus Baez.
Jesus Baez. Oh God, Jesus Baez. Can you relax?
They have Riley at third.
Yeah, and they have Olsen at first. I mean, unless they want to move the wife beater,
they're gonna make a move for a DH.
Okay, there was one thing I wanted to bring up that we were going to do a video after the fact. The Dodgers are trying to move Muncy's money, and that was something I do want to bring up. If Verlander were to go to the Dodgers and you had to take back the Muncy deal, I mean, obviously the power, you're going to power, whatever. Is that because originally the Arenado deal, they wanted to bring Cardinals would have take back Bobby Miller or whatever, and then they would have also took Muncy and Chris Taylor. Because the Dodgers are trying to move money. I wonder why. But, if, again, I doubt Bobby Miller's coming again. And that's not happening. Can we stop with this? The Dodgers aren't trading Bobby Miller for Justin Verlander.
Okay.
We relax. Taking
Justin
Max
Verlander
Muncy
won the
back.
Cy Young last year, so you can get
He
anything.
did. And true, and he's been good. I want Jonathan, another guy that was on that potential video that I uploaded, but I just don't think I think he gets moved.
He's an upgrade for McNeil, but he's not.
Yes, he's not great.
You have to bring in you do have to bring in the Great American Ballpark debate in there, in terms of his like BBD. You hated JD Martinez for the Mets last year. What do you think of it? Him being traded from Arcana this year? Again, I don't see them because if you're buying.
Why the fuck would the Dodgers trade him?
If you're getting JD Martinez, that means you're buying, and the Mets aren't buying. It's not going to happen. They're not going anywhere.
Like I said,
I hated JD Martinez for the Mets plainly because of the health. It was literally it.
The only buying I want.
We knew damn well that if JD Martinez signed with us, he would be on the injured list for a majority of the season.
And he got back with his hitting guru or whatever with the Dodgers. But supposedly his hitting guru is out there. So, so that's why he's back to turning the clock back and hitting a bunch of homers and being productive, which he wouldn't have been with the Mets. But
Vientos,
I won't.
Muncy as our DH since the Dodgers want to trade him. I mean, I would take Muncy, but I
guess they just wanted to move some money because that was the rumor when the Cardinals. Because obviously I see the Cardinal stuff. But it was rumored the Arenado deal that they would take Taylor and Muncy back for money to get Miller because the Dodgers are freeing want to free money up. So
Vientos and Ronnie trade bait. Unfortunately, no. We keep Ronnie and Vientos. Beatty can fuck off.
They all can go. All of them can go. I don't want homers. Straight them off pitching. I don't want pitching. I just want pitching. I don't give a fuck about hitters.
You don't want homers, okay? So keep Beatty.
No, I want pitching. I want Corbin Burns.
He's hitting 200, but he hits the nukes.
He just homered, and he'll just homered again. I saw it was 26.
He walks too. So that's all I give a shit about.
I don't know. I didn't look at his contract. I just saw that was the main thing every Cardinal fan were talking. Well, a reporter from St. Louis was talking about that they would take.
I used to hate Vientos. I mean, I just never was high on him. I don't hate him.
Good. He's just.
I don't hate him. I just don't think he's great. Ronnie, I've taken a huge liking to this year. He's just a completely different player this year.
Well, he got, took some steroids.
Yeah. It works, I guess.
But All right, I think we've hit our quota. We're like 2
I
more
think we've
minutes.
hit it. Yeah.
And I want to finish my food before I choke this dog out. So,
but yeah, I did like Beatty because like when he came up, he like pulled fly balls and things, but now he just sucks. Dude's just not good at baseball. Surprise, surprise. Someone Andrew likes isn't good at baseball.
he'll hit 15 homers. I'll be fine.
Make sure to hit the like button on the screen. Subscribe if you guys are new. We've got the podcast that comes out every single week. Probably not this week though, so I guess I just lied to you.
Yeah.
Tons of trade
2 a
deadline
month.
content
At this point, just like
coming out in the next. Tons of trade deadline content coming out in the next few days. Obviously, most of them will most likely be streams when things like that drop. And then podcast might be very long this week. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I want to kind of work around it somehow. But yeah. We also have our top 10 top 10 prospects that me and Andrew will go back and forth and debate about on our as an individual video, but I guess it makes sense to just hold off on that because it looks like they're probably gonna add to the top 10 somewhat, even though the guys that they're acquiring suck ass. But we'll see you guys next time. Hopefully Verlander gets traded tonight and we'll be live again. All right. Yeah. I miss anything? I don't know. All of our individual links, our third co-host, stuff like that. All right. We'll see you guys. Let's go Mets. Continue to sell. The team stinks. We'll see you guys. Hold on.